Hey guys, Mr. Will back for part number 2. Now we have already solved this problem one way, and that would be just simplifying the formula here. Another way that we can do this is we can do cross multiplying. Now this is really essentially what you're doing is algebra, but I'm going to give you a little trick. It'll work every time, and if it makes sense, use it. Okay, I love to give you lots of strategies. You can put these strategies in your tool belt and pull them out and use them. Okay, so we've already figured out the amount of change was 3. Okay, right? We did 9 minus 6. We already talked about how the original amount we started with was 6 inches. The plant started with an average of 6 inches. So I have 3 over 6. And then the percent of change we're trying to still figure out is x. And because it's a percent, it's going to be x over 100. And we're going to try to figure out what is the percent of change. Now, this really cool thing that you can do is cross these products. Okay? So if I multiply, I drew my line, 3 times 100, okay? And that's going to be equal to 6 times x. And you're like, whoa, Mr. Will, what just happened? Now, we are doing some algebra, but I know you can handle it. So you don't have to solve it this way. You can simplify it and look for what number would satisfy the proportion, or you can solve it this way. So 3 times 100 would be, that's right, 300. 6 times x, when you multiply times a variable, you just put those two terms together. So I would have 6x. Now, when you are trying to isolate this variable, that means we're trying to get this variable by itself. You do the inverse operation. So I would divide by 6, because 6 divided by 6 gives me 1, and I'm left with just x. And what you do on the other side is the exact same thing, because you have to keep your both sides of the equation equal. So 300 divided by 6, and if you do the math, 30 divided by 6 would be 5, and you carry your 0, and that would be, oh my goodness, math is awesome. It equals 50. 50 is our percent of change. What is our percent of change? One more time, it would be 50%. Now, this would be a 50% increase. It's going up. The plants are growing. Now, you can also have a percent of change going down. If my plants started at 9 inches and then drooped over so they're only 6 inches tall, that would be a percent decrease. So today, as you're working on your independent practice, you're going to be working through problems that are dealing with percent of increase and percent decrease of change. Work hard, ask questions, and have a great weekend. Keep in touch. See you soon. Bye-bye.